Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Fingerprinting Gurus. My name is Tommy Watkins, your instructor, here for a new and exciting topic this week. Before I get into this week's topic, I'd like for everyone to go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and a notification bell so you too can continue to receive content like this each and every week that will not only enhance you as an entrepreneur, ink card fingerprinting business, and your mobile ink card fingerprinting business, ink card fingerprinting business. This week's topic: fingerprinting directions, flat fingerprints. Flat prints, ladies and gentlemen, it really doesn't require a lot of technique. It does, but it don't. By me saying that is that when you perform the flat prints, you would typically perform those flat prints with, I guess, your 5 digits here. But typically you will do so on the fingerprint cards with the right 4 first. And you will place them down in the ink. You will gently press them down into the ink. And then you will place them into the right side of the card. But the trick to that, some individuals like to try to place that within up and down position. That's, to me, you don't want to do that because you will end up probably sacrificing that pink and it doesn't show up on the card. So therefore what you would need to do is to move that same right hand at a 45-degree angle, and you would gently press it down on the hand. What you could ask the client is to have them to flex that finger out, have them flex it out just like that, and then you would gently press it down on to the card stock paper itself, and then you would do that with a thumb, place it in ink, press it on the right side thumbprint space, and therefore, and you'll move on to the left side of the hand and do the same process. As far as flat prints are done in finger groups, the thumb and then the 4 fingers simultaneously. Unlike the fingerprints we have taken previously, flat prints are not rolled but are pressed directly down against the card. Flat prints are used to determine how an individual's fingerprints look in relation to the other 4 or each other, basically. With the 4 fingers on the left hand extended, lightly press them on ink surface with gentle pressure on the back of the finger. Repeat the process of the ink finger blocks on the fingerprint card, pressing straight down the card and then lifting straight up. It may be necessary to place the fingers in the block on an angle depending on how long the fingers are. That's about what I was saying for is the 45-degree angles. Sometimes that's going to depend on the individual's length of the individual's digits. Some are really long, some are small. So you have to you'll definitely be able to pick up with that after doing at least between 1 and 3 fingerprint cards. Then with the thumb of the finger, the subject extended, lightly press the thumb flat on the ink surface. Do not roll the thumb. Then place the thumb on the thumb block of the card. Repeat this process with the fingers and thumb on the right hand. So this is definitely easy process when you're performing those types of prints for us, the flat prints. Your flat prints normally comes at the bottom of the card when you're getting set to actually finish out that process, and it just it doesn't require much. Lightly dip the fingers in ink, lift up, press down gently onto the card, lift up, voila, you have perfect prints. But of course, before all that, to get perfect prints, there are different techniques that must be adhered to in order to get to those perfect prints. It's not all about dipping individuals' ink fingers into ink and getting the proper fingerprint impressions. There are events leading up to the perfect prints during that process. And there are things you have to do at the start of the process in order to help aid in getting those perfect prints. Of course, that video is slated for another time. Well, actually, that will be part of the training. I'm just giving general knowledge as to fingerprinting. So, for as flat prints, it definitely needs to be done, and you'll be able to you'll definitely be able to read the ridges as well during that process when you do flat prints. This right here is nothing more than a comparison against the left and the right hand that you had rolled on the top half of the card with the individual prints. So that's what that bottom half comes. It's basically a comparison. So another thing you want to also be mindful, make sure you put those impressions in the right slot. It's easy to get distracted out there in the field when you rolling prints, but you definitely need to pay attention. Do not put the left hand in the right slot, and vice versa. That's going to be a rejection all the way around, because let's say if you reverse them, you put the left prints in the right slot, and you did it correctly at the bottom of the card with the right side of the hand being in the right box. There's going to be some discrepancies, and of course that card will get kicked back. So there's things you have to pay attention to when you're doing that process, because if you're not paying attention, mistakes will happen. So you definitely have to set up that fingerprinting time for that client where there's zero distractions. You're in this distraction-free zone. And there's a lot of different things that plays into that, but you definitely want them to pick a time that's flexible for them to ensure that there is no rush time. So that's pretty much all I have on the fingerprint directions of flat fingerprints. And of course, my fingerprint out for those individuals that are notary publics, entrepreneurs, signing agents, correctional staff, law enforcement staff, any professional staff that takes on an oath, that requires ethics, that require background checks, screenings, things of that nature. Your community is looking for you, and we need individuals within these communities to help aid in that process. Since the pandemic, well, I'll say since the pandemic, the use of mobile ink fingerprinting service has been sought after, and our targeted market pays fingerprint technicians very well to take care of their needs, because the professionals that's within our target market, ladies and gentlemen, they are busy professionals. They don't have the time to pay. Well, they don't have the time to wait on that fingerprinting like a lot of municipalities have them. But they have the resources to definitely pay to expedite those services, and that's where we come in at as our fingerprinting professionals. So don't forget that. Our target market, they definitely take care of us. Our target market is pretty huge. You're looking at real estate brokers, physicians, nurses, brokers. You're looking at people within the financial markets. Those individuals that deals with money, things of that nature. It is very broad, and our services are definitely needed. Some need these services expedited immediately, but some municipalities have a wait list as long as 3 weeks to a month to have these individuals get fingerprinted, and they will seek you out, and they will definitely pay you for that service. They'll pay you a premium for this service, but it comes down to how you market yourself, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, with my channel and of course myself, I will ensure that you position yourself in the best possible way in order to do so. That's enough of me ranting in regards to that. My name is Tommy Watkins, your instructor. Please like and subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell, and definitely let me know in the comment box what you like, what you don't like, and what you would like to see. And I will definitely see what I can do in order to accommodate you. If you have any questions, place them down in the comment box, and I will comment to you immediately. Thank you.